Hello, everybody. Welcome back, loves. Welcome to Tarot Talk Live. And this is Conspiracy Theories, and we are getting right back into it. I do have some more questions that we missed an opportunity to ask on the last round. I am trying to keep these down to 30 minutes. So I'm only going to ask a few questions this time around as well. And then we'll come back with one more and then we'll get into another interesting topic that we have not touched on in a while for a reason, but I'm just feeling that it's more and more of a necessity to address it. So we are going to be getting to that after this next couple of conspiracy theory shorts. So stay tuned. Make sure your notifications are on. You guys, please make sure you're hitting that like button for me. It does help with the algorithms and it is helping us grow as a channel. So definitely, not to mention, last but not least, I want to say welcome to all new subscribers. Okay, I am watching, and we are getting closer to our goal, you guys. Help us get to our goal of 100 subscribers so that we can go live, do a watch party. There'll be some free giveaways. I'll take you guys' questions. It'll be a good time. We'll play some trivia. We'll do some fun stuff. Okay, during that live event. Okay, so please subscribe to the channel. All right, and also make sure you put a yellow heart or hashtag win in the comment section, and I will put your name in the drawing so that when we do go live and I announce the winners, you guys, you will be a part of that entry. So go ahead and do it. Every video you see me upload, put a yellow heart in the comment section, and I will enter you in the drawing as many times as I see you. Enter, okay? So unlimited entries, unlimited chances to win, okay? And we will be doing, once we get to 100 subscribers, I'll do this once a month. We'll do a drawing for a free giveaway, okay? All right. So let's go ahead and get to it. Okay. Where do we want to start? So we're not going to look at the, let's see, what are we going to focus on? Okay. So first, let's get this one out of the way. No, let's get this out of the way. I want to know, on the night of this event that Nancy went to at Annie and Tommaso's home, was there anyone else there besides family? Okay. Was there anyone else there besides family? And is that of any relevance? Okay. Let's see. On the night of the event that Nancy went to at Annie and Tommaso's home, was there anyone else there besides family? Okay. Oh, all these cards. Well, look at the one that came out the deck. Wow. Look at this. Look at the card that came out. Gather. The first thing it says, attending a party. Host a get-together, accept the invitation. It will be fun. And the last thing it says is community. The community is everyone, right? It's people who are on the outside. It's not just family. It's also people in the community. So there may have been a neighbor, of Annie and Tommaso's. There may have been someone that lived nearby that knew Nancy. Time. It will happen within a month. And we have adventure, we have home, and we have organize. And then we have it will happen within a year. It says ride and it says abuse. Hold on just 1 second, guys. Okay, you guys, a minor distraction, and I am back. So we have this gathering here, okay? First card that fell out. And underneath the deck, time and adventure, okay? New places, new food, new people. New people, folks. Trying through new things, spontaneous stepping out of comfort zone. Somebody is going to be taking a risk. It's going to happen within a month's time. We have home and we have organized. So this is something that was planned at this house. It says new home, new apartment, new living arrangements, new furniture, home improvement. Now, maybe there was some talk about home improvement or someone who does construction work. There could be someone, I don't know. Someone in that home was responsible for organizing something or organizing this event. So just take it how it resonates, you guys. I'm not accusing anyone because I don't know. I am looking at what the cards are saying, and we are taking it how it resonates for each of us. This is all alleged or conspiracy, however you wish to look at things here. Okay. So now what we're going to do is pull some more oracle from a completely different deck. All right. Tell me more about this gathering here. Okay. Tell me more about community, other people being at this gathering. Okay. So this says ghosted in the reverse. So someone who stayed, or there's an energy of perhaps someone who stayed. I feel like when people were leaving, this particular person hung around or stuck around, perhaps. See, we have divine feminine under the deck. This is all about nurturer, also abundance here. And we have unemployed, debt, bad credit, and backstab. So someone with the intention of harming, backstabbing, twin flame. This was a spur. This was someone making a decision to do something because we have cope here. This person could have been dealing with some sort of an addiction. And I keep saying this. I have said this before, you guys. We have karmic lesson coming up again. We have karmic. So you take that how it resonates here. Let's look at the tarot messages here. Tell me about gather. Tell me more about Gather. That card came out pretty quickly. We have the Hangman and we have the Sun. Look at this. Okay. What did I say? So the Sun is about being out in the open. And this Hanged Man energy, this is someone who's hanging around. Someone is playing out in the open. Someone who was playing out in the open. And with this Ace of Wands under the deck and the Five of Pentacles, this person had something up their sleeve with the Moon here. This person made plans to do something in the dark of night regarding money, regarding taking of someone who is elderly or had some sort of mobility issues. So they planned this. They were aware of the circumstances. We have the Moon here and we have this decision being made. Okay? This was hidden. Okay? This was something that others couldn't see. And you all see the card here. I'm going to put it really close so I don't even have to say it here. Just sometimes I just don't even want to say things, but I feel very, very strongly like with all of these cards, this is the exact scenario that is being painted here, this picture. This was a secret plan, and it came down to a certain set of circumstances that led to the where we are now. Why did Nancy have to get an Uber the day of her disappearance? I've always just wanted to know. Why? Why was it necessary for Nancy to get an Uber rather than be picked up by another family member? Please tell me. It was only 4 miles away, 4-minute or 5-minute drive. Why did Nancy have to get an Uber? Okay. So we have unblock here. It came out sideways. And we have info in the reverse. Someone released from legal obligation, things will go smoothly. Blockages being removed. And then we have info in the reverse. Right? So this is all about getting more information, reading between the lines, and being careful about the information that they're receiving. This is in the reverse. Not being careful, removing blockages, releasing from legal obligations, ensuring that things go smoothly in the effort that something happens here. Now, one could say that they did this because from obligations of having to go and do it themselves, so that the things that they were doing at the house could go smoothly and they wouldn't have to stop what they're doing and go and pick up. That makes zero sense to me, though, you guys. I'm sorry. I have a mom, and that just makes no sense. It would be so much more stressful for me to call an Uber and worry about that than just go get her myself or send my husband or my teenage kids or my nephew or my whatever. Anything but an Uber for my 84-year-old disabled, health ridden, stricken mom with, with mobility issues. And it's not adding up, and it's not. It just never will to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just won't. I think I've been spoiled because I have a lot of family that helped a lot with my mom, but I promise you, if it wasn't them, and I'm going to start doing more and more because there's no way that that's ever an option. Okay? Trust me, and I will let them know. Only reason why I have not done more is because my sister and my niece and my brother-in-law and my nephews who all live with her, hello, with the puppy too, and my uncle lives next door with the cat that was my mom. So listen, we don't play when it comes to my people or family. In my family, we just don't play when it comes to the elderly, people who are disabled or have health needs or any sort of disability, whatever the case may be, or on top of it. In my family, I don't know how other people get down. Well, I'm starting to see how other people get down, but it's not making much sense to me. But maybe it's just kind of the way that some people are. And I'm not making any shade towards Savannah in any way. I know she lived in a completely different state, which she thought it was under control, I'm sure, with her sister living 4 miles away. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Um, if there was any red flags, I'm sure she would have wanted to know. If there were any, going to be any sort of cracks for her mom, I'm sure she would have wanted to know so that she could make sure that she made up for that. Okay? Make sure that she covered it. And this probably would not be a thing, perhaps. But if someone was making plans to specifically do this, which is why I say there was some planning and there was some last minute, but there was some planning. So I want to know more. And the fact that no one knows anything, is it because it's staged or is it because it's a fluke and it's right underneath their noses? That will be the next question here. You guys, this one little gnat just wants to keep trying to fly around me. It's almost like a game, but I promise you, I am going to dismantle it shortly here. Okay. So please don't let it disturb the reading. Because I'm not letting it disturb me at all. So let's take a look at why. What is it about unblock and info in the reverse? Releasing obligation under the deck, social media. So it says more activity. Okay, right here. more activity. Okay. And we have electronic here. Something about a new appliance. A new TV. I'm even wondering if that was like the reason. Like there was something that the husband was doing that he couldn't get away, and because of all of, the work that needed to be done or the additional activity going on, Annie couldn't get away. There was just a lot going on, perhaps. Okay. But again, we have the wintertime card coming up. Again, this is giving me an energy of lacking emotion, lacking warmth. This was seems to be a very cold thing to do. Like, why would you do that? That's your mom, I don't care how busy you are. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make time to drive the 5 minutes there and the 5 minutes back, right? That the Uber would do. Like, seriously, tell me about even if you're not going to go in and help her in and out. Hello, another problem with this whole thing. What does that take? An additional 3 minutes to check the house? Make sure, you lock everything down for her when it's gone. And when you come back, check the house and, let her in and lock yourself out. Like, who doesn't do that for their mom? It's weird to me. I'm sorry. It's my opinion. But let's just see. Tell me more here. Why did she have to get an Uber? Why? What was the reason? Effed up over you. Oof. Did I show that word? Effed up over you. And we're going to put that face down here. And we have DNA. I bet you there is a situation where they're messed up over how they did their own DNA. That's kind of messed up. Seriously. We have mirroring here. This is like a handheld mirror where you can really just see your own reflection. Selfish. And we have funeral here, and it's in the reverse. So, in the reverse. It's just giving me energy of I don't know, just kind of toxic. It's giving me toxic. It's giving me very, very selfish, very cold, very heartless energy. Happily single. Yeah, stress-free. Stress-free. They're thinking about themselves. Self-love, y'all. I can't make this stuff up. Look at this. Self-love. And they're look. It's like they're focusing on them and no one else. Okay. We even have fed up here and blocked. I don't know if there was an issue with getting through, or maybe if Nancy reached out, maybe they didn't answer. I don't know. This is giving me just all kinds of just weird. I don't know. We have the King of Wands here and the Page of Cups. This is someone who is planning ahead. Definitely planning ahead. That all of this is planning ahead. The Page of Cups is all about being surprised, right? Being surprised, being in a situation where you're thinking about what you're going to do. Look, we have the Three of Cups here. This is all about family and friends getting together. And look, the Two of Wands, making plans. Making plans. And that Knight of Pentacles is an energy of moving slow, moving slow. So I feel like that Queen of Pentacles, yeah, mother, moving slow, a slow moving feminine energy. So perhaps maybe they felt like, it would be faster. They would save time. They wouldn't have to fuss about, the extra 5-10 minutes it would have taken. How selfish. I mean, if you ask me, like, who's responsible? I don't know. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. All right. So next, and we'll make this the last question here. Is Nancy going to be located near a well or some water? Will there be water or a well? And I'm just going to pull from a couple different decks here. Any indication of water or a well? So sweet talk in the reverse. This cycle in the reverse. Sweet talk in the upright. This is it's like being told all nice things are what you want to hear. This is in the reverse, y'all. And we have closing a cycle here in the reverse. Under the deck here, we have this pop the question and legal matters coming up again. We have under pressure in the reverse. Under pressure in the reverse. Time's running out in the reverse. We have spiritual here. We have memories. We have spiritual gifts. And secret account. Only thing I see are these scales sitting here in the center of all of these oracle cards. I see a balance here. Okay. And I see scales, and this is legal matters. Could this represent water? Could. It definitely could. The Nine of Swords. Y'all, this is all about a dead end. The Nine of Swords represents a dead ending. And we have the Magician here with all of the elements: water, fire, air, and earth. And then we have more water. Do you see what I see? Circular body of water here. Y'all, it's too much. And then we have water here coming out of this tower moment. We have three major arcana with this Nine of Swords representing a dead end. I'm done. Oh, man. Y'all. We have more water and more water. We have the Four of Wands with the Ace of Swords. Again, this represents some sort of clarity, or this is like home. You think of home, you think of where someone is, where they're resting, where they reside. Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles, and we have this Eight of Cups here, both with references of water in both. And really all of these, in all of these cards, there's references of water. Every single last one of them. There's water. There's water here by these mountains. There's water here. There's water coming here, flowing out of this castle. You see the water flowing out of the castle? See that? There's water here. And there's water here. We have water here. We have water here. We have water here. I asked the question, and right in the middle of all of these oracle messages are scales, a balance. Scale. It's literally what it is. So you tell me what you guys think. All right? And we will have more coming up on the next conspiracy theory. I love you guys, and I'll see you back on the next one. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. Bye.